Meeting with the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen.
So what is this meeting again?
Maria's favorite.
This is a special meeting of the board. You have the agenda before you. The purpose of the meeting is to review three proposals. The first, and maybe the most important, is actually a bid evaluation and recommendation of award of dredging at Creek Marina. It was prepared by Daniel Scalzo at Zero Engineering, and his recommended that the Village of Bayville award the contract to Waterside Contracting. They have researched them, they have vetted them, and they are considered the lowest responsible bidder, and they recommend the award of contract number BAYB CBMD 25, maintenance and expansion of dredging at the Creek Marina. They are recommending it be done on the line item unit pricing provided in the bid proposal pages, incorporating the changes stated in the negotiation letters. And as you are aware, negotiations were done. The total cost is $1,815,072. If there's any questions, I will turn this over to Trustee Tucker before we call the board.
Any questions?
Mine already answered.
All right, then if there are no further questions,
Yes, just one.
would you
There's a-
identify yourself for the record, please?
Ed Bartel, Bayville, 18 Godfrey Avenue.
Thank you.
It's 1.874, whatever. And we're gonna get a bond for 1.8? What happens to all the money we have in the account?
So we still have to do the electrical upgrades, the water upgrades.
$700,000?
We're trying to keep a buffer in that account.
How much?
So, Trustee Tucker, Mayor and Cozy Board, the Revenue Enterprise Fund currently has a fund balance of approximately $400,000, which is the excess of any revenues over expenses over the past years. That's basically represents the cash that the fund has. A good portion of the cash has been in the interest-bearing account and has been earning interest, which is additional revenue to the fund. So that is the available surplus of funds that the Revenue Enterprise Fund voting fund has to put towards any other expenses in this project.
The rate on the bond is 3.5%. We're getting that or close to that, just having the money in the bank. So it didn't make sense to not borrow the money at that rate. As Trustee Tucker said, we'd still have to do the water and the electric and other miscellaneous things. And, you know, again, it was just a recommendation by us, and I still feel it's the correct thing to do, to borrow as much as we possibly could, which was 1.8. Was it 1.8 million?
And you, as you recall, we have passed that bond resolution, and all the subsequent paperwork has been filed. I've been in touch with the fiscal advisor to start the process for the actual borrowing. For that, we would go out to bid for hopefully the best interest rate we could get on the borrowing.
And don't quote me on the exact numbers, I don't know if you have them there. I believe the annual payment was $127,000.
Your rough
which
estimate of
is,
it.
I believe, less than what the bond payment was before, right?
Yeah.
Was it
Right.
more than that?
And it leaves us cash positive.
So you're getting additional slips, you have less of a payment, and you're keeping some money in the bank that's gaining interest.
And available if we need it.
And how much do we bring in each year?
We're gonna bring in, obviously, the additional revenue from approximately 16 more slips, so you're gonna, just using round numbers, if it's 2,000 a boat on average, you're gonna bring in another 32,000 on top of, I don't know, what was it?
Plus the 6 slips that are currently not available to be used.
Right. Plus additional jet skis if we want to add them, because now we'll have the room.
Any more questions from the audience? Okay, are we good? And then we'll take a motion, please.
I'll make the
award
motion.
it. Thank you, Trustee Tucker.
Second.
Thank you, Trustee D'Italia. Trustee Walsh?
Yes.
Trustee Tucker?
Yes.
Trustee D'Italia?
Yes.
Mayor Minicozzi?
Yes.
The next item for your consideration today is a proposal from Zero Engineers It is for an additional scope of work for the dredging project at the Creek Marina. It includes additional services from what was the base scope, dredge volume surveys during construction, construction administration, construction inspection, and pile installation. The total is $40,460. That's a not to exceed amount.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Trustee. Thank you, Trustee Natale. Trustee Santoro just walked in. So Trustee Walsh?
Yes.
Trustee Santoro? Trustee Tucker?
Yes.
Trustee Natale?
Yes.
Mayor Miskoski?
Yes.
And then the last item on the agenda was the proposal from Bridge Marine, which is part of this project. And it has to do with the removal of the docks and the gangways, and gangway part at West Harbor would be a normal procedure at this time of year. But we also have the removal of the fingers at Creek, so that again, the dredging can be done. There is a out cost and an install cost, each of which are $9,347 for a total amount of $18,694.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Trustee Tucker. I'll second. Thank you, Trustee Santoro. Trustee Walsh?
Yes.
Trustee Santoro? Yes. Trustee Tucker?
Yes.
Trustee Natale?
Yes.
Mayor Miskoski?
Yes.
I have no other business before you, Mayor and Board. I will turn it back to you, Mayor Miskoski.
Any further questions?
The price of those coming out, is that in line with previous times?
I did not look it up. I could certainly go back and check. He gave us a total of cost of, it's removing and installing all docks, 2 gangways. It was, I actually, Anthony, I believe it sounds about that.
I scaled it based on the number of docks
Yeah.
that we had last year and this year.
Yeah, but the basic cost, which is just $4,900, and that tends, it seems to be about the amount that he's been charging over the past years when we take the docks out, the West Harbor and the fishing dock.
Like, you know, they think they're gonna take that whole dock and
Slide it.
And slide, yeah, so they're gonna pull pilings, move the pilings over towards the mill neck side, and move the entire main dock in one section, and put it on the piling.
they realize those pins
Excuse me, I
are.
apologize. Anthony, could you identify yourself for the record, please? Could you identify yourself for the record, please?
Anthony Ventrella,
Yes,
94 Bayville.
thank you. I'm sorry.
Because if one of those pins snaps, all
The
of
whole
the cable
string.
goes through there.
Yep.
It's
Water.
gonna be bad.
That's why we're leaving a cushion in the account, for reasons just like that.
Shouldn't they be responsible?
They are.
Right.
It's in their scope of work to move it safely, moor it on the other side, or wherever they feel it's safe to keep it, and put it back with them.
If we have nothing else, we'll accept the motion to close the meeting.
Before you do, I would just like to publicly thank Maria, our clerk, and Trustee Tucker for the tremendous amount of work that went into this. Literally hundreds of emails, phone calls, and meetings to get us to this point. You both did a tremendous job getting us to this point, and looking forward to wrapping this up, so thank you.
Thank you.
And they're gonna be able to shape and get everything here,
For the docks,
the dredge company.
yes. I actually just spoke with the guy who's,
22nd.
yeah, they're starting to move on the 15th, they'll be here on the 22nd. I just spoke with the guy who's moving their first set of, the barges and the push boat. I spoke to him an hour ago.
How are you notifying the slip people?
A letter went out in the mail,
Late yesterday.
and Nikki taped the notice to the gate on the dock as well. And then she's called all of the mooring holders as well, and I'm gonna follow up with the ones that, she wasn't able to reach today.
I was in touch with Bridge Marina a little earlier today. I told them I would keep them informed. I told them that their proposal was on the agenda of what we were doing today, and that I would let them know the result of that. They, of course, want to know a little more detail about timing. I said that our plan is that to have a meeting with Waterside hopefully on the 21st, if we agree on that, and then as soon as we have more information, that I will keep them again informed.
You should probably let Jeremiah know.
I'm gonna stop down and talk to him as soon as we're done. Because he's got to pull those moorings also.
Okay, any other questions before we close the meeting? No? All right, then, okay, motion. A motion to close the meeting?
I'll make a motion.
Thank you, trustee Santoro.
I'll second.
Thank you, trustee Walsh. Trustee Walsh?
Yes.
Trustee Santoro?
Yes.
Trustee Tucker?
Yes.
Trustee Unicap?
Yes.
Mayor Middleton?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for attending. It's nice